So the Kerch Bridge was targeted again. I talked about that this morning. And I talked about what happened. Here I want to talk about why it happened. Like, why would you attack the Kerch Bridge with missiles knowing that the missiles are more than likely going to be shot down? I have at least 3 reasons, and I'm going to explain this in this video. So here's a Newsweek article that just came out today. Crimea bridge strikes continue to disrupt Russian logistics. Well, that's part of it. According to the ISW, it's going to disrupt logistics. That's part number 1. And down here it said the Russian-installed governor of Crimea, Sergei Askanov, said on Telegram that air defensive has shot down 2 Ukrainian missiles in the Kerch Strait, adding that the 12-mile bridge stretching across from Russian mainland to the annexed peninsula was not damaged. Whether it was damaged or not is yet to be determined. We just don't know. Another enemy missile was shot down over the Kerch Strait, he later wrote. Now, it's hard to see what it is, and even Big Boy News gets it wrong. So here's Fox News with their headline, and here's the video, and the headline says, Russia commits first daylight missile attack on Kerch Bridge in Ukraine. They meant Ukraine did. So even the real mainstream media gets it wrong. And I know some are going to say Fox isn't mainstream or Fox is mainstream, whatever. That's not my point. My point is it's hard to get it all right, and we just don't know what all the facts are. So let's look at this. This is Kyiv Post, and is smoke observed near the Crimean Bridge as pro-Russian officials claim Ukrainian missile intercepts. Okay, so we see the smoke around the bridge, and we really don't know exactly what happened. We see the Telegram posts, but if we go to Twitter, and we'll see something here. Look at this is Anton Gerashenko, and you see the smoke here. Okay, so apparently there were only 3 missiles that were fired, but you see smoke, and so some are saying that there was smoke that was sent up by, and I showed this earlier. Here's a little bit of a close-up. Some say that the smoke was defense by the Russians. Okay, and there's different colored smoke. There's white smoke as opposed to black smoke. Does that mean something? I don't know. I'm not a military guy, so I can't say anything. So I think it's really instructive to see what we can see here. Like, these are different views of the bridge itself, and something's not right. Now, again, we showed this, and like the difference between black and white smoke, I think might be something, but Russia says that nothing actually connected. So I'm not showing. I'm showing air defense according to Russia. I'm not showing any actual explosions. Okay, that's for the YouTube censors. Here's another view of what's going on. This is some local video, so that you can get a sense of what's going on. But the real question was why? Why did this happen like it did? Here's a meme, a funny meme talking about the Crimea Bridge in 2023, and it's kind of starting to feel like that. So what was going on? Why would you hit this bridge with rockets, or try to hit this bridge with rockets when you know you can't? So there's at least 3 things going on here. So the first thing is this. While there is little confirmed information about damage, Ukrainians collected valuable information about Russia's air defense. So collecting that information about air defense, I think, was primary. If they could hit the bridge too, that's just icing on the cake. So that's part 1. Then we have this. The movement of vehicles in the Crimean Bridge is temporarily blocked again. So it creates a headache, or some kind of, maybe not a problem, but a dilemma for the Russians, who have to defend against this, and they have to really deal with the threat that is there. And then this one I think is really important, and it could be overlooked if we're not careful. And that's this. I wonder if the ship owners who are sending their ships to the Sea of Azov realize they won't get their ships back. Now, I'm not saying that they won't get their ships back, but it's creating a real dilemma, a real question mark for those ship owners that are sending their stuff through under the Kerch Bridge to deal with Russia. And so here is a real live version. This is the marine vessel traffic. This is a marine vessel navigator. This is real time. This is the Kerch Strait. Here's the backup all around here. And if you go up here, they're all backed up over here. Nobody's going to and fro. And that's a real potential problem economically. Somebody asked me the other day, so when does this war over? And I said, well, generally speaking, the war is over when one side capitulates and brings the other side to his knees, and they have to say uncle. Now, that could happen on the battlefield, but that could also happen just as well militarily. It could happen economically. So if This is part of the economic battle space, because there's a military battle, there's an information battle, there's an economic battle, there's a political battle, and they're all layered on top of each other. This could be the reason for doing that. But I think the biggest reason of all is, if we go back a couple of these, is just like, I think just keeping them off balance and then getting some sense of what's going on like collecting information about Russian air defense. This is an iterative process where with each attack, they learn more about it. And when Russians are taking this video from the shore, they're showing where their air defense was popping up from. This is helping Ukraine understand what's going on. So the video footage that they collect is going to be extremely useful. Okay, just 2 more pictures and we'll be done. And that is this. This is the Crimean Bridge, temporarily closed right now, and it's been closed for a little while. And then finally, select all squares with the Crimean Bridge. This is what it'll look like eventually. That's all that I have. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope you will be too. If I'm new to you, please think about liking or subscribing. I'll be back every day. This is my 700th and I think 709th video in the 535 days of the war.